is the MVP now? Hall of Famer player, best player in the world. It's me, Malone, because I will be rising to the top because I am the cream of the crop. Get out of here, yellow hat. Get out of here. What up, brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, Matches Malone. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. Malone, why do you look like the last 3 days? Well, I am recording 5 videos in 2 days during the early access event, so I am here from the past. Yes, I'm here from the past to bring you the new Phyrexia. All will be Malone decks before anybody else. Well, there's some other people also bringing out decks, but I will be doing it for you as you're watching here right now. And hey, if you have not so already, subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 18,000, and if we hit that goal, there will be another freaking giveaway. So make certain to smash that little button and ring that little bell so you get always notified when I'm putting up my daily freaking video. Button up with the yammering. Let's get into the purest poison hammering. We're playing white token toxic kind of mid-range control. It is amazing. This deck just has everything. It has a curve of freaking domination, man. So what are we doing? Well, we're playing Skrelv Hives. I know it's Skrelv's Hive, but I always hear Skrelv when I hear it. This gives you a freaking Mite every single turn. This guy right here with all teeth, no smile. So this creature cannot block, but it has Toxic 1, and it is an artifact creature as well. So that is very darn freaking nice for what we have in store later. So you get one of those every single freaking turn, and as long as your opponent has 3 or more poison counters, creatures you control with Toxic have lifelink. All of these have Toxic, so that is very darn good. Talking about Toxic, we also have the crawling freaking chorus that also gives you Toxic, and when it dies, you get a Phyrexian Mite. So you might, no pun intended, see a theme here. And the theme is mites. So that is also why we have the White Sun's Twilight. You gain X life, you create X 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Mite artifact creature tokens with Toxic 1, and they cannot block, of course. But if X is 5 or more, you destroy all other creatures. So if you do this for 7, you destroy all other creatures and get 5 mites out of this, which is very darn nice. And you of course get 5 life, which is also very darn nice. We have the Annex Sentry here. It's not a Mite, but it has Toxic 1 and it's a 1/4. And when it enters the battlefield, you exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls with mana value 3 or less until it leaves the battlefield. So we can steal something of theirs. It's gone now until this leaves the battlefield. Very darn good. We have the charge of the Mites. This is an instant, which I cannot believe. Either you create 2 colorless Phyrexian Mites, once more, you know the drill, or you deal damage to a creature or planeswalker equal to the number of creatures you control. So if you have all these Mites, now you might destroy whatever you want. I will be stopping now. We have the Mondrak, the Glory Dominus. Look at the art. Mondrak is screaming so hard that the pillars are just freaking exploding all around it. It's insanity. And if 1 or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many tokens are created instead. That means if you have the Mondrak out and you now play the Skrelv Hive, now you get 2 of them every single turn. If you play this, now you get 4. You know, if you have the wedding announcement out while the Mondrak is out, now you get 2 little humans. And that is very darn freaking good. And yes, we also have the wedding announcement. So, for 1 mana and 2 for life, or 1 mana, 2 life, and a white, you can sacrifice 2 other creatures or artifacts and give this indestructible. So the White Sun's Twilight doesn't even care about the Mondrak because it's indestructible now, and that is very darn freaking good. We like that. The Phyrexian Vindicator. It's the mono white Phyrexian Obliterator, but it's a Vindicator now. So, what does it do? Well, it has flying 5/5, and when damage would be dealt to it, you prevent that damage and deal that much damage to any other target. So if they attack in with, like, I don't know, 7 damage, you just block, now you deal 7 damage to whatever target you want. opponent's face, whatever, doesn't even matter. Just do it. Just shoot their face. And there's some crazy jank that I'm preparing to build with this. Just you freaking wait. I didn't have the time yet to build all the decks that I want. So yeah, there's still a lot of decks coming our freaking way. So this is a very nice blocker and a very nice finisher. Because you know, it is just very darn freaking strong. And Rabble Rousing. Because hey, if we have the Mondrak out, this Rabble Rousing with 5 creatures will just work right away. And that is just exactly what we want. Even with 4 creatures, it will work right away. Just imagine you're attacking with 5 creatures and you're getting 10 creatures for that. That is pretty darn good. And we can find whatever we want under the Rabble Rousing. Like, for example, the Eternal freaking Wanderer. No more than 1 creature can attack the Eternal Wanderer each combat. So she protects herself very darn good. For +1, you exile up to 1 target artifact or creature and opponent. Well, any artifact or creature, and then it returns on the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of that player's next end step. So that means, if they have like, you know, a Shadowed or something, you can just exile it and they get it back in their end step. You can attack in with your little mites, it's going to be freaking amazing. For 0, yes 0, you make yourself a 2/2 double strike samurai and the artwork is actually amazing. The -4, for each player you choose a creature and then sacrifice all other creatures. So if you have like a Phyrexian Vindicator or a Mondrak out, now you know you can keep that alive and just destroy your crawling choruses, destroy your little hive mites that you're getting more later anyways, but they will lose everything but their little 1/1 whatever creature they have. And that is super darn freaking good. Look how she's slicing that little vermin up back there, whatever. It's just so good. And talking about One Ring Emperor, we also have the One Ring Emperor. You know, just why the freaking heck not? We have the Depopulate. Once more, Mondrak does not care about that. And one more card that we have to talk about is the Plated Onslaught. This has affinity for artifacts. That means it costs 1 colorless less for each artifact you have. And do you remember that these freaking mites are artifacts? I remember. So that means for 2 mana, all of your creatures now get +2/+1. And that is game ending, my friends. Freaking game ending. Game over for you, because now all of my mites attack in and they now are 3/1s, you know, and 3/2s. And that is just way more than you are bargaining for. So yeah, if you, for example, have this below the Rabble Rousing, now you're attacking in with everything. The Mondrak is out, you're getting all of these creatures. Now you have 10 creatures, bam! Now all of your creatures get +2/+1 until end of turn. If they have 3 toxic counters, these creatures will also have life gain. And yeah, if you don't have it, well, we still have the Mirrex. For 3 mana, we can create one of these mites. They're looking a little bit different, disgusting, but they are the freaking same. And you know, it adds colorless mana, which is not that good, but the turn it enters, it makes any mana of any color. So that is also very darn good, don't you forget about that. 20 Blades and 2 Eiganjo, because it's still a very, very good card to freaking have. And you can also shoot your own Phyrexian Vindicator with that, you know, if you really freaking have to, and then deal damage to any target. Pretty good, pretty darn good if I say so myself. So, Phyrexian Vindicator is just freaking fun. So yeah, the deck is super darn good, and it was the one that I needed to make the most deck tech for. We still have 1 more to go, and I am very, very darn tired, because I slept like 4 hours tonight. I streamed until midnight, and I started streaming again at 9:30 in the morning. And I could not sleep until like 3 or 4 in the morning, because I was like so hyped. I don't know what it was. So thank you also very, very freaking much for tuning in today. I hope you're having a wonderful freaking day with the purest poison. I'm MTG Malone, and I will see you in those Mite Games. Okay, so I have more or less 2 hours to record this. So, oh my lord, it's Frank Carson. We're so screwed. We're so screwed. But it's okay. I like it. We're not keeping this hand. It is too slow. This hand is way better. We're getting rid of the Eternal Wanderer here. And we're playing the Mirrex. Let's give him a friendly waiver of the hand. Hello, my UG friend. Frank Carson is also part of the Ultimate Guard. Oh my lord, family. This is just bananas, you know? Just freaking bananas. that is just the first thing that we're encountering is kind of a mirror match. So I will be seeing here how things will be turning out for us. Okay. Yeah, that is just very bad. Very darn freaking bad. Oh, it's only creatures. Okay, it's only creatures. It is only creatures. I knew that. I knew that. I knew it. So, they cannot be attacking in here, though. So that is already pretty good. Frank Karsten, my friend. They have their Skrillex Hive. I do not have it. I do not freaking have it. I wish that I would find it here. I hope that I find, like, one more land, you know? So I can play maybe... Oh, it doesn't even really matter too much. Does not even really matter too much. So Frank Karsten is a world freaking class player. So we need to be very darn careful here what we're doing, you know? Homestead Courage. And what else? Nothing else? I love it. Yo, Holy, how you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Here we go with the wedding announcement here. Something's broken with your keyboard, man. Alright, we are attacking it. I cannot block anyways. So that's alright. It is cannot block. You're getting the poison counter. And I'm getting a blocker. And who knows, maybe we even find another land here. Oh my, okay. Alright, that is dangerous. Very darn dangerous. We did find another land here. Beautiful, freaking beautiful. Okay, so the Phyrexian Vindicator is down. And we can now, you know, do them really dirty here. Really freaking dirty. And next turn we even have like a Rabble Rousing, which is amazing. Freaking amazing. You really have a removal for this? Do you really? Yeah, I love the new set, Holy. Thank you very much. Also, Kevin, have a good night's sleep. Have a good night's sleep, my friend. Oh my lord. Alright. So Rabble Rousing Europe. What can we find here? Well, that is nice, I like it. We're not attacking in, though. Not yet. I wonder if they have a removal for my stuff, you know? I really do wonder if they do have a removal for it. So if we draw one more creature here, that would be very darn nice. Was a short night? I mean, hey, it's a long morning, so you're still here. Also, I finally have my green screen behind me, not around my chair. So that is a huge upgrade. And I love it. So, my friend, what are you doing here? What are you freaking doing here? I mean, you know, next turn I can just attack in with all of these. They cannot block, I will get new blockers. So that is actually pretty darn cute. I just hope that we can get our Hive very early, you know? Very darn freaking early. What is your grand plan here, my friend? Frank Karsten, oh my lord. I'm so excited, you know, he's also Team Ultimate Guard, just like me now. And I hope that I will meet him someday. I really hope I will. Are you attacking in here? Are you now? Freaking are you now? They are attacking in the Mad Lad. The freaking Mad Lad. Okay, alright. What else have you gotten though? Well, that is pretty good, isn't it? That is pretty darn good, isn't it? We cannot take too much poison damage, you know? That would not be good at all. Just not in the slightest. Shooting you. I don't like you. You need to go. Please give me something good here, game. Please, no land. Well, that is pretty darn good, isn't it? That is indeed pretty darn freaking good, isn't it? Oh, yes, it is. So we're making 2 tokens here. Oh, that was indeed pretty darn good. That was indeed pretty darn freaking good. Okay, so next turn we can get him with the Plated Onslaught. And as long as you don't have, like, you know, all the answers here, we're pretty darn good, aren't we? Pretty darn freaking good, aren't we? So they now have the life gain as well. I don't really care about that too much. What I care about is surviving here and beating Frank Karsten. If you don't know who that is, you can Google it, my friends. My turn? Alright. So let's just slam in there. With frickin' everything. We do have the Plated Onslaught and we do have blockers now. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Just freaking beautiful. Oh, Frank Karsten, I cannot believe it. Ultimate guard forever. But I got you, my friend. I got you. Who is the world-class player now? It is me, Malone, with the mono white freaking Mondrak. Get out of here. We tried with the chorus here before we bring it down, because up until now, everybody that I've seen that is playing the Skrillex, or whatever its name is, Skrelvs, didn't do too much. I like the hand here. I really do. We're going first, which means it's Grimace. Ah, you got me. You got me, Evil Malone. So, the Plated Onslaught is super good with this, you know? Just very darn good. And we also have to depopulate, so they're like a Boros. Yeah. Okay, I knew they were. I freaking knew they were. Rabble Rousing. Okay. Oh, with the wedding announcement here. I hope that we find another land here. If we find a land off the top, that would be very darn good. Very, very darn freaking good. If they attack in, though, you know, we're okay with that. That is 2 life. And if we can get the poison counter on them, we're very darn happy. Happy like a clown, Charlie Brown. Alright. You do that, my friend. You freaking do that. That means we can attack in with both. Bring in the chorus. And maybe we even find some land. Who knows? Who knows? It would be cool. Would be very cool if we did. But we will have to see here. Am I even blocking this here? I don't know yet. I'm not blocking it. I'm just not freaking blocking it. So, we are attacking in with everything. Shooting this one down. I mean, hey, now all of our creatures have freaking, you know, life gain. And they're very much in trouble here. Not gonna lie about that. Okay, so, this deck is crazy. Blade of the Oni. It's the Blade of the Oni. They're still attacking in. Okay, alright. Okay, alright. I'm still, like, very, very sad at how we're not drawing anything here. Just not anything, you know? Okay, what are you doing here, my friend? Blocking this one? Blocking that one. Like, you know, one land would have been already very darn good here. Very, very darn freaking good. But we win here anyways. I mean, hey, this is still lethal, you know? This is still lethal, so get out of here. Name I cannot read VIP. Get out of here. This was the master of Mono White Evil Malone in the house. Get in here. Alrighty. We're up against a YouTuber. Aren't we all, my friend? Kind of YouTubers. Opponent's going first. That is alright. I would keep the Mirrex for as long as possible. It's mono black, eh? What do you have here for 1 black mana? What do you have here? Alright, Skrillev's Hive is here. Skrillex Hive. And we do have this as well, so that is also pretty darn good. We can do it at end of turn, which I like a lot. The Liliana! Oh my! Okay.
This is my home, and I
will be using the Depopulate here. Okay. So end of turn, we can just bring down the charge of the Mites, which is pretty darn good. I like it. So we're up against somebody not even playing new cards. Hey, it is what it is, you know? Sometimes it just be like that.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Getting rid of another Depopulate here. Making ourselves more Mites. Oh my lord. So how are we doing this? Yeah, we're getting rid of her here. That is pretty darn good. Do I even care too much? I do not. I will get rid of this sucker here.
Anyone who harms my people must contend.
I will just get rid of you here.
Your training.
Okay.
You couldn't be more annoying.
We still have the charge of the Mites here in the worst case, you know?
Overthink.
Worst case, we do have that. But I want my Mondrak here. I think Mondrak is just very darn nice. Isn't it? Oh, yes it is. So we're getting rid of the Liliana here. I like that a lot. I really freaking do love it. And we're also bringing down the Mondrak. Glory, Metal, Dominus, my friend. Glory, Metal, Dominus. So, Liliana will be going down with these two here. And then we still have this happening. And then we can, you know, not protect our Mondrak here because we're missing 1 mana. But it's going to be good. Oh, we're not missing 1 mana. We can do it. We can protect it if we want to. Oh, that is just glorious. Just glory! Too evil Malone! Tried to defeat the master of Mono White with Mono Black. Yeah, that's right. Ain't gonna happen. Okay, alright. Okay, alright. That's interesting. That is really freaking interesting. Bringing down another one of you here. Now making a samurai.
May your blade strike.
Now we'll be attacking him with everything but this. They're still getting all of these poison counters, you know? Still getting them freaking all. These can go. But what are they even supposed to do here, man? What are they even supposed to do here, man? Oh no, the horror. The absolute horror. Whatever will I do, man? Whatever will I do? I will poison you utterly, my friend. Just poison you. Freaking utterly. Oh, whatever will you do here? I don't know. But you got freaking poisoned by the Skrillexes. Oh, dubstepping onto you, my friend. All you had was 1 Phyrexian Obliterator and that is it. I have 1 million little mites biting down on you, chewing on you like you were a piece of wood, man. Get out of here. We're up against a Gigantosaurus and I still have banana in my mouth. The hand is actually terrible. This hand is perfection. Very much perfection. Even if we don't draw a land right away, we're still alright. Okay, we know what this is. We all know what this is, yeah. No surprises here. None so ever. So who will be more toxic earlier, you know? Who will be the one to be toxic, my friend? Who will be the one to tox it up? The combat research. Okay, I can live with that. I will have 2 Skrillex Hives though. 2 of them. Very soon here. We're keeping up the Eiganjo. And we're just being super toxic here. Okay, I mean, hey, kinda to be expected sooner or later to happen, you know? Yeah, block it, go ahead. Block it! I don't even mind. And I will be bringing down the wedding announcement. I think it is just a little bit better. Because it is not end of turn, you know? So, the Plated Onslaught is still a real thing, you know? And I like that a lot. So, we have to see how we're doing things here. Right now, they're looking pretty darn tasty. Cannot deny that. But you know what is also looking pretty darn tasty? Like all of this, you know? All of freaking this. So, do I care about the creature? No, I want the card draw. If they have another shore up, we can still, you know, Plated Onslaught them. And that is going to be pretty darn tasty. Alright. Let's bring down another one. Why not, you know? Why freaking not? Maybe we can find... Oh, that is also very darn nice. I like it. I really do. Sadly, this is a sorcery, and I don't even know if we really need it. Turn 4 and still no Rot Priest? Yeah, that is what is up, man. That is what is up. Turn 4, no Rot Priest. Okay, alright. I'm still gaining like a lot of life here. So I'm okay with that, you know? Actually okay. And we could just depopulate here if we want to. But I don't really want to. I want to slam in there. Bring down the Plated Onslaught. Get a lot of freaking life here. Ending the turn. Alright, next turn we should be getting them, you know? With the Toxic alone. And I hope we will. I hope they cannot deal 12 damage here. Well, that ain't doing it, my friend. That ain't freaking doing it. I wonder why you did this. I really wonder why. I really wonder why. Yeah! Trying to beat me with my deck, eh? Oh, there is the Venerated Rot Priest now. A little late, isn't it? Just ever so slightly and ever too late, my friend. And let's do this just to show them who's boss. Let's give him a little slappity slap, Gigantosaurus. More like Gigantanosaurus, man. Here is the walrus. And it will be biting your face like the monster it is. Narwhale. Narwhale. I'm sorry I didn't sleep too much. Get out of here. We're up against TSCA. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going first. What is this, Grimace? I will keep this hand. Because we have 3 mana for the wedding announcement, we have 3 mana for the Annex. And we have not enough mana for a Rabble Rousing. But we will be getting there. Maybe we even find the Mondrak. Little doggo. By the way, I'm trying to convince my girlfriend. Yo! Milf Guardiano. Thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. I've tried to convince my girlfriend to get another dog. Like, she has already convinced herself. But I still really want it, you know? Let's bring down the wedding announcement here. Because the dog is looking so darn cute. And it really is so darn cute. Alright, what you got here? You can have that one hit, I don't mind. For now. The Glissa Sunslayer. When it deals combat damage to a player. Well, let's pass the turn. Another Italian Greyhound. And it's going to be freaking glorious. So, you can, with this, remove counters from permanents, but not from players. And we can get rid of this. And then we still have the Eiganjo, you know? Which is pretty darn good, I like that a lot. Because getting rid of this means they don't have card draw, and we like that, don't we? Yes, we do! Oh, yes, we do! And next turn, we do have the Rabble Rousing. Rabble Rousing! Rousing it up like there is no tomorrow. Oh, that wasn't it, Chief. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. Wasn't it? You're no fortunate son. Alright, Rabble Rousing, you're up. What can we find here? All of these are terrible, so I'm taking the Hive. Really? Freaking really? Okay, let us see if they do have another one. If they do, they can get rid of my freaking Rabble Rousing here. Of course they do. Of course they freaking do have it. But hey, that means my Wandering Emperor is still alive, you know? Man, that was terrible for us. I hope it will not be a full turkey Greyhound this time. That wouldn't be too good, you know? Alright, we're getting rid of you here. Putting a counter onto you so you cannot cut it down.
Show them how we greet our
And we're bringing down another wedding announcement. Beautiful. Freaking beautiful. So, this Glissa here. Where is she? This Glissa here. Really got me. Oh, you Phyrexian elf nightmare. You really have another removal? You really have freaking 2 removals here? You do not. Okay. Alright, yeah, you... Is this an artifact? What? What? It is an artifact. I cannot believe this. Alright, we're blocking here, of course. Bringing down you here. Bringing down you here. And creating that samurai. Alright. So how are they the perfect answer to our freaking deck, man? How? Somebody please tell me how they're doing this. Alright. I will be double blocking here like this, and I will be blocking here like this. Now watch him have a flash creature. Are you kidding me, man? Are you seriously freaking kidding me? Is that how we do things now, game? Is that how we do things now? You know what? Screw you, man. Screw you! That is right. You can screw yourself. The Quirion Beast Caller. And we drew a land here. Isn't that something? No, it ain't.
I have got new moves to teach you.
We are attacking in. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much here, you know? Now at least we can block. Somehow. Some way, somehow. Man, this game is just absolute madness. Absolute freak. What even is this? What, like, in all honesty, what even is this? What even is this? Alright, so they took care of my Wandering Emperor here.
Try not to.
I have the Mondrak. That is just very darn freaking nice. Very darn freaking nice. I love it. The Mondrak is absolutely a monster here. An absolute freaking monster here. Alright. I don't know why you're doing this. I really don't know why you're doing this. Because I'm just doing this now, you know? I'm getting myself 2 mites. Now I'm indestructible, baby. Super hardcore indestructibility, man. Alright, they're proliferating. Doesn't do them any good, though. I don't know. They just scoop. They couldn't take it anymore. They just freaking scooped here, man. Come on, get out of here. So everybody that's here, thank you very much for tuning in. And Exil, thank you very freaking much. Do I like this hand? Yo, Acido, how you doing? I like this hand more. Sadly, the the Eternal Emperor needs to go here. It's another mono green, eh? Okay. Well, we will see if we can survive this. The Quirion Beast Caller. So people are playing a lot of freaking mono green. Interesting. This ain't good. This just ain't good. Just ain't good. Alright. We're looking a little sad here. I really want my board wipe. I really want my board wipe. Yo, Mad Scientist, thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we're getting gobbled up here. I can tell you that much. No blocks yet. Well, I mean, the Hive is alright here, but it's not really good. I, like, am too far behind here. Yeah, this is just certain death. Certain freaking death. Okay, so mono green can do things, you know? Mono green can do things. So if we don't find a board wipe off the top here, which I threw away in my first hand, I will be very darn sad. Come on, game. Just once. Give me that board wipe. Give it to me. No, it's not the board wipe. Good game, man, here. Good freaking game. You know, it's just saddening. Mono green got us. Really freaking good. I mean, hey, you know, that is just very darn good here. Very darn freaking good here. So, they're attacking him with everything. I mean, it totally makes sense. We don't have blockers. I would still be bringing down the Wandering Emperor here. I mean, we're still dead, though, you know, because this is the bad part about this. How did I get it? I was invited by MTG Arena themselves. Yeah, but there you go. Mono green can be good. If they have the right answers right away, they can be freaking good. Get out of here. We're up against Yellowhead, another freaking Ultimate Guard team member. The hand is too slow. The hand is amazing. Alright, I will be keeping up the Wandering Emperor. Give him a friendly waiver of the hand. Hello there! Yellowhead Pog indeed. Alright, here comes Skrillex. Skrillex Hive. And I do have the charge of the mites here as well. So I will just be slamming in there, you know? I did do the mono black yesterday. You will have to wait until tonight if you want to see it. So Yellowhead is taking their sweet, sweet time. This is an enchantment. I don't think that they have something against it, you know? Alright, we will be waiting here. Maybe I have to, you know, shoot this one down. I don't know yet. We will have to see here. Yellowhead? I mean, hey, my English is not perfect, so stop making fun of me. Stop making fun of me. Alright, what are you doing here, though? I will take one hit here. I still have the Wandering Emperor, you know? I can just exile their stuff. Okay. Very good. Very darn good. So there's an argument to be made to just bring down the Wandering Emperor right away and exile this bird. Because, you know, if they do have an answer to it, I will be very darn sad. And next turn, I can play the Rabble Rousing. I can play it. And I will be playing it. Oh, yes, I will. Also, I'm gaining back life, which is also pretty darn good. So what you doing here, Yellowhead? What are you doing? Fellow Ultimate Guard team member. What are you doing? The Rabble Rousing will be coming down one way or another. Yo, McCones! Gotta chill? Okay, do that. Freaking do that. Alright, they have the proliferation going on here. We have another Hive. So let's attack in first. Maybe they're blocking it. We do have the Eiganjo. So that is also alright. Beautiful. That is exactly what I wanted you to do. Exactly what I wanted you to do. Very darn freaking good. Okay. So I missed this one here, but that is no problem. We're just putting it here. Does not change too much. Now we don't have the Rabble Rousing going on, but if they don't have a board wipe, hey, they will be very, very sad. Very, very freaking sad, man. Also, look at these mites. Aren't those the most neon evangelion looking things that you have ever seen in the longest freaking time? I think they are. I think they are. Okay, they're giving me another counter here. And what else, though? You know what? They're doing this. Let's hope they don't have a counter spell. They certainly do have something, you know?
The people.
Certainly do have something, but we will be winning with Toxic here and nothing else. Okay, alright. That's good if you don't have an answer here, though. Next turn, that is it, Mr. Yellow Hat. And then I can say that I beat 2 Ultimate Guard team members. 2 of them. And it's going to be glorious like nothing in my life ever was this glorious. So, 4. We need 6 more, my friends. 6 more. Can you do it? Well, we need 5 more. Can you do it, my friend? Or will I be beating you? Will I have been beating you? Oh, my lord. We got him. Who is the MVP now? Hall of Famer player. Best player in the world. It's me, Malone. Because I will be rising to the top because I am the cream of the crop. Get out of here, Yellow Hat. Get out of here. Oh yeah, I'm not working today.